So in this demonstration, let's take a look at securing report server resources. And I'm going to work in native mode. So the starting point for this demonstration is to introduce JPAC. She's a European salesperson. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and run Internet Explorer as JPAC. And we get this error, and understandably so, because JPAC has no rights to connect. How do we know this? Well, let me switch across to me as the administrator. Here at the home folder, if I come to the folder settings and security, we can see that it's the built-in administrators on this machine that have content management rights. And I can share with you that the folders beneath it are inheriting that. So J belongs to the European salespeople, she has no rights. So we could change this by adding a new role assignment. And I could say, well, the Sales Europe group has browser rights. Let me just point out to you, I'm going to connect to reporting services here in Object Explorer and show you that these roles are defined here. So when we talk about a browser role, there are fixed sets of tasks, but if you are acquainted with the browser role, then you can view reports, view resources, view folders, and view models, but that's it. The other end of the spectrum by default is the content management role that says you can do everything. So when I associate that anyone that belongs to the Sales Europe group has browser rights on the home folder, then they can view the folder and resources within that folder and down the inheritance chain. So what we'll see then is when I switch back to Report Manager and reload, Jay can now see. But notice that she doesn't have the ability to create new folders. Or when I come to data sources, she can't even see the data sources because the browser role doesn't support that. So where this demonstration moves to is that I have this need. So here I am back as the administrator to create a new folder that I'm going to call restricted. And let's switch and see what Jay can see. Well, Jay can see that folder. And that makes perfect sense because the new folder inherits the permissions of the folder above, which is the home folder. And she has browser rights on that. So my intention is not to let her get to that folder. So what I do is I come back as administrator, I come to that folder, and then I come to its folder settings. And under security, you can see that it's inheriting this role here. So I edit that, and it warns me, you're breaking the chain from the level above. No problem. And when I do that, I go ahead and I say remove that role. And so now when we switch back to J, and we re-request the home for her, restricted is gone. That's exactly what we want. She can never get to that folder. We can comfortably store restricted resources in there. So back as administrator, I have another requirement in my sales reports to create a new folder that is just for Europe reports. And what we'll see is that the Europe reports inherits from the level above it. And you'd want to be careful here because if someone adds a new group to the home folder, it will cascade down here. We might add North American sales group and they'll automatically inherit this. So what I'm going to do is edit the security, break the inheritance chain, but not remove anything. That just ensures that if another level above has a new role added to it, it will not inherit at this level. We'll come back and we'll work with this in the next part of the demonstration. That's how we secure access to resources in native mode. The best practice is don't secure individual items like reports or data sources. Put items with common permission sets into the same folder and then secure the folder and they will inherit from it. It's much easier to manage. So design your folder hierarchy around permission sets.